This is the study of those top leaders that was done, of leadership styles. I want to talk a little bit about leadership styles as we begin to migrate into the tail end of this presentation, because I will suggest to you that you will be called on to use these. I have a good friend by the name of Mike Robichaux. Mike lives in Slidell, Louisiana. Mike plays golf regularly. These leadership styles are not unlike the clubs in a golf bag. A good golfer has to be able to hit how many clubs in a 14-club bag? Well, all 14. They studied these great leaders using a database of almost 3,800, well, actually almost 3,900 leaders, and they found that they had 6 leadership styles, and they used them situationally appropriate, and they used all the styles within a few days' time. This is, again, if you want to find the quickest reprint on this, one of the best articles, Harvard Business Review, March, April 2000. You can go online to hbr.com and download that. I would suggest you do. Here's the 6 leadership styles. As I show you these, would you do me a favor? Would you ask yourself, which do I use? It's just like me. I'm not as good a golfer as Mike. Mike's a 1 handicap. I'm about a 15. I hit about half my clubs in my bag fairly well. The other ones I don't hit well at all. Ask yourself, which ones do I use the most? Visionary, come with me. There's sub-competencies in each of these leadership styles. Again, the book, if you want to read about this, would be Primal Leadership. What are the sub-competencies? Self-confidence. You can't be a visionary leader without confidence in where you're saying we should go. There's empathy, the ability to connect with another person. By the way, empathy is not sympathy. Empathy is if the guy falls in the pit and you walk along and you walk up on him and he's in the pit, you offer him a ladder. You don't jump down with him. It's just like when you feel in your office, if in your office you have a down day, and you notice that when you have a down day, your team has a down day, that means that probably the boundaries in that office aren't too good. Because my team, when I have a down day, they don't necessarily have a down day. In fact, many times they'll come in and say, Bob, is there anything we can do to make it better for you? We even have a feelings board in our office. Because you know who needed it most? Me. Change catalyst. This was the visionary leader. Coaching is another style. Again, ask yourself, which of these do I use? I believe in you. You have great potential. What can I do to help you achieve that potential? What are the competencies? Developing others, empathy, service, and self-awareness. All of these are described in detail under the book by Goleman. Affiliative. People come first. People are more important than the task we have before us. Again, empathy, building bonds, teamwork, and collaboration are all critical parts of that. There is democratic style. I don't mean that with a large D. I mean it with a small d. Teamwork, collaboration, service. It's what do you think? None of us are as smart as all of us on any team. And then there's pace setting. Do as I do now and do it well. I will tell you that among my clients who are prosthodontists, who are the best restorative dentists I know, this is one of their most significant themes. They do what they do with excellence. I was talking to Charlie one time, and Charlie told me, you know, Bob, there's no school for deans. I said, no, there isn't, Charlie. And I said, you know, everything you learn to be a world-class prosthodontist, they don't apply with people. Because think about the different disciplines of dentistry: oral surgery, orthodontics, got a friend over here in orthodontics, periodontics, etc., pediatric dentistry. How many variables can you control in those? You can control a lot, but how many variables can you control in prosthodontics? I think it's one reason I gravitated to it. I like control. But with people, you can't control the variables. Pace setting, do as I do. It works if you have a very, very competent team. Conscientiousness, achievement, and initiative are all part of that. And lastly, commanding. Commanding is do what I do what I'm telling you to do, and do it now. Achievement, initiative, and self-confidence are all part of that. So what are your favorite styles? Think about this again. Pick your top 2 very quickly. Pick your top 2. What are my top 2 styles that I use the most? And then would you do me another favor? Would you pick your 2 least favorite styles, the one I rarely use? Again, if you're going to affect your emotional intelligence and all, you have to engage with me. It's very difficult in an audience like this. But just think about it. Write it down, if you will.